This stadium is a construction costing nearly 1 billion euros. But how can the construction of a stadium be worth such a sum? That's what we'll try to explain in the rest of this video. This time, it's about the new Santiago Bernabéu Stadium of Real Madrid. But first, we've decided to briefly touch on the history of one of the most famous football clubs in the world, Real Madrid. Today, it celebrates its 122nd anniversary and is shifting its transfer strategy. With the rise of this team, it was decided that the Santiago Bernabéu Stadium needed a facelift, reflecting the club's successes. Now, it's a unique stadium with all kinds of incredible details. But the most innovative technology in this construction is its retractable pitch. Nevertheless, this project comes with a massive cost. Nearly 1 billion euros were needed to complete the stadium's renovation. Real Madrid seems to be in a constant pursuit of greatness. Could this be the beginning of a downfall? In any case, many other clubs revere Real Madrid and choose to follow its example. How did such a project come to fruition? Stay with us to find out more. For many years, Real Madrid has been multiplying its successes, much to the delight of football fans. Based in Madrid, Real Madrid is a Spanish professional football club that continues to make headlines. In fact, it is one of the most famous teams in the world. In the Spanish language, the term real means royal. In 1920, this title was granted to the club by King Alfonso XIII of Spain. Voted the best club of the 20th century by FIFA, Real Madrid has won 33 La Liga titles, 19 Copa del Rey trophies, and a record 13 European Cups. There are also 2 UEFA Cups, 4 European Super Cups, 6 Club World Cups, and 10 Spanish Super Cups. Real Madrid's trophy collection is truly extensive. Founded in 1902, the club began to make headlines in the 1950s under the presidency of Santiago Bernabéu. In the 1940s, the club, its stadium, and its facilities had to be rebuilt after the Spanish Civil War. Subsequently, the club became one of the major players in both Spanish and European football. In the 1980s, it had one of the best teams in Europe. During this period, Real Madrid won 2 UEFA Cups, 5 consecutive Spanish league titles, a Copa del Rey, and 3 Spanish Super Cups. Real Madrid is also renowned for regularly having the best players in the world. Since 1947, the club has played at the Santiago Bernabéu Stadium. However, life has not always been smooth sailing for Real Madrid. Numerous rivalries have arisen with various other clubs, notably FC Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. Unlike most European clubs, the members of Real Madrid have always been the owners and managers of the club since its creation. Today, Real Madrid celebrates its 122nd anniversary. Since its founding by Juan Padros, the Madrid entity has become one of the most important clubs in the world. Arthur Johnson was the first coach of the team. In 1913, the club experienced an event that would change its history forever. Santiago Bernabéu joined the club. This young striker from Albacete quickly became a starter and even wore the captain's armband. Since then, his name has been closely linked to the club's history. After that, Real Madrid continued to rise in power. In 1947, Spain was experiencing a sports boom. It was for this reason that Santiago Bernabéu decided to build Real Madrid's stadium. Of course, this Spanish club has continued to rack up victories in all football-related competitions. After 122 years of prosperity, we are excited to see what Real Madrid has in store for the future. In any case, Real Madrid is not one to rest on its laurels. The club is constantly evolving. In terms of transfer strategy, 2017 was a pivotal year for the Madrid club. That year, PSG had an epic summer transfer window, securing Neymar for 222 million euros from FC Barcelona and Kylian Mbappé on loan from AS Monaco, later purchasing him outright for 180 million euros. These 2 major transfers completely changed Real Madrid's transfer strategies. Now, young players with high potential are the #1 targets for all major football clubs. After these impressive transfers, Madrid's management quickly realized that state-owned clubs like PSG or Manchester City had colossal financial resources. This in turn revolutionized the recruitment approach within Real Madrid. Moreover, the desire to save money led the club to recruit young talents early, such as Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, and Endrick. Continuing along the same lines, Real Madrid wanted a fresh start, as evidenced by the incredible transformation of the Santiago Bernabéu stadium. After more than 4 years of work, the stadium has finally emerged. The scale of the renovation is phenomenal, creating a monolithic-style venue. The design of this place is completely unique, showcasing technological innovations never seen before. The goal of this renovation is simple: to increase the revenue of the best club in the world. However, this gigantic project has significantly disrupted the Madrid landscape. Yet, this stadium remains a mythical place in the city. Indeed, it is a top-tier commercial tool for Real Madrid, which expects a lot from its new showcase. With its 80,242 seats, the stadium has an extraordinary capacity. Additionally, Madrid's new boxes and hospitality areas have been upgraded. And that's not all. The stadium now offers 800 new seats for people with disabilities. To broaden the club's commercial offerings, the stadium also includes a panoramic lounge with a stunning view of Madrid. It offers different perspectives on the field, creating a unique experience. This gigantic lounge, called the Skywalk, spans the entire circumference of the stadium and is located in the upper ring of the building. This area is reserved for VIPs, making football the centerpiece of gastronomy and entertainment. For certain occasions, it can even be transformed into a nightclub. It is expected to become a symbol of Madrid's culture. If all goes as planned, the new Santiago Bernabéu stadium will be operational 365 days a year. But these are not the only new features in the stadium. First of all, the stainless steel construction is incredibly impressive, as is the retractable roof. Additionally, this stadium is versatile. It can host tennis or basketball games. However, the highlight of the new Santiago Bernabéu stadium is its retractable pitch. It is a true technological marvel, albeit not an ecological model. Indeed, if needed, an integrated system directly beneath the stadium allows the pitch to be stored underground, strip by strip. Even underground, the pitch is maintained with UV lighting, regulated watering, and an air conditioning system. In place of the pitch, there is a solid floor, allowing for various other events. The Santiago Bernabéu Stadium is expected to be the best stadium in the world. What do you think? Will it live up to its promises? Nevertheless, the Santiago Bernabéu Stadium represents a colossal investment, which is expected to pay off in the long term. Contracts have already been signed, including one with the company Legends. They're responsible for operating the stadium for 25 years and receive 20% of the venue's profits. This represents nearly 400 million euros in annual revenue, while Real Madrid was projecting an increase of only 150 million euros in its business plan. Thus, the city of Madrid is expected to become increasingly powerful. A private investment fund is also said to have signed an agreement with the president of Real Madrid, committing to invest at least 150 million euros into the Madrid coffers. However, the Santiago Bernabéu Stadium project is estimated to cost nearly 1 billion euros. What exactly is the situation? The work to make this stadium more modern than ever has turned out to be much more expensive than expected. In such projects, the initial budget is sometimes far removed from the final budget. Indeed, the costs of this construction have skyrocketed, causing some anxiety for Madrid's financiers as they try to stay within budget. Initially, the project was expected to cost only 525 million euros. Real Madrid is said to have taken on a debt of over 25 years for the modest sum of 1 billion euros. The inflation in material costs is partly responsible for this increase. However, expenses are expected to decrease over the year, thanks to the numerous events that the stadium hosts. Following the success of this operation, many other clubs have decided to follow Real Madrid's example. This is particularly true for Chelsea. Indeed, the club's president, Todd Boehly, is considering renovating Stamford Bridge, the team's legendary stadium. This aligns perfectly with Chelsea's reputation as the most extravagant club in Europe. For the American businessman, this revolution would be a priority. Despite the announced cost of over 1 billion euros, will Chelsea follow the same path as Real Madrid? Real Madrid is one of the most important clubs in history. With its rise in power, its management has decided to start anew by renovating its iconic stadium. Unique in its kind, the Santiago Bernabéu stadium holds many surprises. But is this nearly €1 billion project a smart investment? Only time will tell. And what will be the next project of this type? Don't worry, we will be sure to keep you informed.